on yet again to another Ticket Freaks 212. I'm your host, Carlos C, and as always, we're here to talk about movies. On today's movie topic, we'll be discussing Captain Phillips.
Everything okay?
I don't like the look of that.
They're coming in fast.
The true story of Captain Richard Phillips and the 2009 hijacking by Somali pirates of the U.S.-flagged MV Alabama, the first American cargo ship to be hijacked in 200 years. Captain Phillips, made in 2013 as a biography, drama, and thriller, directed by Paul Greengrass, screenplay by Billy Ray and Richard Phillips. Cast includes...
Okay, so let's begin with this film. I really enjoyed this film. I thought it was a great story. I will say that from watching the whole film, I thought it was going to be I thought it was a drag along movie. But then once I kind of took some time to think about it, I thought, no, wait, this was a very educational and detailed film. And I got to give it to Paul Greengrass for such a great direction, considering anyone can do a film on land, but it takes a lot of work and dedication to do a film in the ocean, and considering there's movements and weathers and so forth, weather patterns. I mean, it's just remarkable to do a film like that, so I gotta give him credit where credit is due. Now, from the beginning of the film, it gives you this kind of idea where it's like a typical day, and towards the middle, it gives you such a dramatic scene with such suspense, and right around the end, gives you the performance of a lifetime by yours truly, Tom Hanks. And let me just say this, Tom Hanks is still one of the best actors working today. Considering that he has reached a certain age now, where a lot of actors have given up such performance or just settled for decent amount of movies, Tom Hanks says, no, I want to give you guys my best films with my best performance. And he did that with this film. Taking Richard Phillips, a real character, and his biography of the film, and making him his own, especially with such an explosive ending. I'm not going to give it away, but such an explosive ending performance by Tom Hanks, showing you that he's still a talented actor. Now,
I'm gonna shoot somebody, shoot me!
Now, Barkhad Abdi, I'm sorry if I butchered his name, but he was a new actor in the film, or a new guy to the movies, and he did such a great job playing the villainous role, but you also actually had a feeling that you had sympathy for the character. And having to play with Tom Hanks in a film and try to bounce that chemistry towards good and bad, I thought was great, really greatly done by Barkhad Abdi.
Look at me.
Sure.
Look at me.
Sure.
I'm the captain now.
With such a dedication towards the film and such detail and story, it actually gives you a very when I mean educational performance, I mean educational talent along with educational idea of what piracy is like and what's the whole idea of it. Or like, let's say, I mean by that, the piracy being what would you do in a scenario like this? What does a captain need to do? What do we have an involvement involved with piracy? Pretty much the step-by-step of what goes down when piracy does happen in the ocean. And I thought, very interesting, very educational, and such a great story with such great performance that there's not a lot of negative things to say. Now, as far as what it made in the box office, it made around $217 million off a $55 million budget. That is impressive. Production must be very proud of it. Obviously, it's not going to get a possible sequel because it is a biography of an actual character named Richard Phillips. Now, unless somehow he gets captured again, which would be very horrifying, there's no chance it will be a sequel to this film. Now, as far as what it did ratings-wise, Rotten Tomatoes rated at a 93%, IMDb rated at an 8. Ticket Freaks from 1 being bad to 5 being must-see film. You know I'm going to say 5. It is one of those Ticket Freak choice that I am definitely going to buy with such great performance from Tom Hanks, such a new character, Barkhad Abdi, really stepping his performance as an actor, putting a really great story with such great detail, such great direction, and such great educational idea to the world of piracy that I was never really familiar with. It's one of those movies that must be seen and must be owned. I wish it would have won an Oscar I wish it would have won an Oscar, but fortunately, there was a lot of films that were going out this year that had really such a great story and such a great performance. So I don't really dislike the selections, but I would have loved Captain Phillips as one of the top rated nominations. Anyways, that's going to do it for us today, guys. If you have a question, comment, or concern, please wait at the end of the credits. There is some contact information where you can reach me to ask me about movies. That's going to do it for us today, guys. I hope you guys enjoy the show. Please subscribe or tell a friend, and I hope to see you guys next time, okay? Peace.